One of the fundamental needs of all human beings is the right to food. Others include adequate security, clothing, and shelter. Food is highly essential for man because it provides the needed nutritional support and energy, maintenance of life, and the stimulation of growth. Adequate food is important if mankind is to be free from hunger. The United Nations reveals that the world over, an estimated 26% of the world's children have had their growth stunted due to malnutrition, while 2 billion people also suffer from one or more micronutrient deficiencies because of their inability to eat a varied diet of protein, vitamins, and minerals, or not eating at all. It is in response to the widespread undernutrition and insufficient food products across the world that the United Nations organization set aside 16th October of every year as the World Food Day. The World Food Day is celebrated every year around the world in honor of the date of the founding of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations in 1945. This day aims to heighten public awareness of world food problems while strengthening solidarity in the struggle against hunger, malnutrition, and poverty. Additionally, the World Food Day is also designed to increase global awareness of the importance of food security at individual, household, national, regional, and global levels to meet the present and future needs. It is celebrated widely and annually by many other organizations concerned with food security, including the World Food Programme, the WFP, and the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, food security is when all people at all times have physical and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food to meet their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy life. Food security, therefore, incorporates a measure of resilience to future disruption or unavailability of critical food supply due to various risk factors including droughts, shipping disruptions, fuel shortages, and economic instability. The FAO identified the 4 pillars of food security as availability, access, utilization, and stability. In Lagos State, successive administrations understood the importance of food security for over 21 million Lagosians, which informed the drive to encourage farmers, fishermen, and other agricultural producers alike. This has been done through policies and programs and assisted funding designed to further boost their production capacities and ensure sustainable food production all year round. This goal to ensure food security and eradicate extreme poverty and hunger is, however, thoroughly being championed by the administration of the Babatunde Raji Fashola via the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives. The administration has in the last 7 years initiated policies and implemented programs, especially in distribution of agricultural inputs to support family-oriented farming to become more productive and their business sustainable. These strides coincide with the theme of this year's World Food Day celebration, which is Family Famine, Feeding the World, Caring for the Earth.
Family farming, feeding the world, caring for the earth. I am pleased to address you, to share with you some of the developments that have taken place in our state, in our nation, and around our world. Let me start by saying that the irony of human civilization is that every day, in every part of the world, somebody is hungry. In every part of the world, no matter how prosperous that country is, there is somebody who goes to bed hungry. somebody is begging for food and also looking for shelter. But this is the same world where also every day, even in the poorest country of the world, they throw away food. In the poorest country, somebody has too much and he will throw it away. And some people just can't find a place to put their heads. And in the poorest countries of the world too, some people have too much room and too many houses. So it means therefore that if we begin to rearrange things, there is actually enough to take care of our needs, but there may not be enough to take care of our wants.
Currently, more than 500 million farming families manage majority of the world's agricultural land and produce most of the world's food, thereby inextricably linking family farming to national and global food security. In the developing and developed countries, family farming is the predominant form of agriculture in the food production sector because it includes all family-based agricultural activities and linked to several areas of rural development. Family farms also ensure global food security, the care for, to protect the natural environment and thereby end poverty, undernourishment, and malnutrition. Here, the truth is that agriculture has played and is still playing a prominent role among the most viable economic activities employing a greater number of people across the state. It is a fact that over 300,000 farming families are engaged in the agricultural sector in Ekpe, Ikorodu, Lekki, Alimosho, Ojo, and Badagry areas of the state. This year's World Food Day celebration also coincided with the International Year of Family Farming, which was designated in year 2012 by the United Nations General Assembly through a resolution that recognized the important contribution that family and smallholder farming can play in providing food security and eradicating poverty in attainment of the internationally agreed development goals, including the Millennium Development Goals MDG 1.
Today's event, essentially, we have introduced a new scheme, a new program or project to the World Food Day, which is the Agricultural Value Chains Empowerment. We decided to use agricultural value chain empowerment because any value chain starts from production to processing and the market. So today we are giving input to farmers and fisher folks. We are also giving input in form of machinery to the processing, people that are involved in the processing of produce. Also today we are giving output to retailers, marketers in form of eggs, 4-stroke engine, outboard engine. Aside from this net, fishing net that we are giving them, the cassava growers and the cassava processors are also going to be given machinery, that is cassava grater and pressers. About 24 communities will also benefit. Also today, cassava growers will be getting cuttings, that is the stem. Today again, fertilizer, feed, poultry feed will be given out to beneficiaries. This is the beginning of good things, more good things that will come to the farmers, and this government is further demonstrating the fact that it is a welfare administration. This is a welfare state, the Lagos state of ours, and we will continue to always be at the beck and call of our farmers, the fisher folks, and our low-income earners in the retail business.
At the Johnson Agiri Agricultural Complex in Agege, venue of this year's World Food Day, farmers, fisher folks, and agro-entrepreneurs converged in the spirit of this celebration. Different food items were displayed as farmers showcased their products. Parades were also mounted by different groups. A major component of this year's event was the kickoff of the Agric Value Chains Empowerment Program. This massive intervention program targets the empowerment of 3,149 beneficiaries involved in egg production, egg marketing, poultry farming, feed milling, aquaculture, fish feed production, and artisanal fishing.
The 217 allottees of agricultural land within government estates and settlements. 217 deed of sublease have been prepared and executed. Abeke Farms, Erikorodo Poultry Estate. Abeke Farms. Abeke Farms, Erikorodo Poultry Estate. Next is Alhaji Nasiruddin Alade Kekere Ekun, Erikorodo Poultry Estate, Ikorodu.
Ekun baba. Alhaji ẹ̀yin ò wọ kóòtù sà.
Next is Buwa Agro Farms, Arable Crop Estate, Agbowa. Arable Crop Estate, Agbowa, Buwa Farms.
Ìyẹn náà di dáàyè. Scientific farming là ń ṣe lásìkò yìí.
Ramon Ventures, Erikorodo Poultry Estate, Ikorodu. Ramon Ventures. Representative of Ramon Ventures. Next is Mrs. Laide Latinwo, Big Farm Estate, Berigbe, Ikorodu. Mrs. Laide Latinwo.
What a man can farm, a woman can farm better.
Next is Bishop Gate Integrated Farms Limited, Erikorodo Poultry Estate, Ikorodu. Bishop Gate Integrated Farms Limited.
Congratulations, and on behalf of the taxpayers of Lagos State and on behalf of our party on which the Lagos State government stands, the APC government, I present to you this crate of eggs, and I hope that in the very shortest time you begin to build a record of customers who will buy and who will pay. Not those who will buy on credit. And if you sell on credit, we will continue to hope that they will come and pay. This is what empowers the farmer, because people don't buy food on credit. It's cash and carry. Ọlọ́run á ṣe ní lọ́ba o, àgbẹ̀ lọ́ba o, ẹ ṣe ẹ jèrè, ẹ fi lọ́mọ lọ́wọ́ o. 32 communities have benefited from this before. Today, this community represents one of 40 communities that will each get an outboard engine and their boats so that they can go further out and they can do so effectively and quickly and carry on with their occupation. I hope that this makes life better for you. I hope that it improves your prosperity, and I hope that it puts food on your table. Congratulations.
Nǹkan ńlá níjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó gbé fún yín o. Ẹ́ńjìnì ọkọ̀ yóò jọ̀wọ́ Toyota Camry lọ. Ẹ fún alátẹ̀wọ́ o.
Òṣèwọ́ dáadáa, ó hùwà dáadáa sí wa.
Ẹ gbé kẹ̀kẹ́. Ẹ má gbé lẹ́tẹ̀ máa gbé dé Badagry.
She is one of 164 people who will be getting 50 kilograms of catfish to go and start out our own business.
Mom,
there are 163 other people who will pick up theirs today, but we don't want to take your time. So for all those who like fish, for all those who eat fish pepper soup, food is now ready. Business has started and the Lagos economy is booming. Congratulations.
the last one.
Ẹ bá ti ń pa táwọn kọ́sítọ́mà bá ti ń wá, táwọn tó fẹ́ gbowó orí bá ti wá, ẹ declare èrè ní kẹ́ declare o. owó ẹja yẹn àjẹmọ́nú ènìyàn owó yẹn lè máa fi ṣe business èrè tẹ bá jẹ inú ẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ àyọ̀ díẹ̀ inú èrè ẹ fáwọn tó wá gbowó rí tó láwọn ènìyàn sì ń dúró náà wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe ní business tó ti yé wa ọlọ́wọ́ ajẹ́ kó ṣe ṣe fún yóò.
Other areas of engagement of the beneficiaries include pigs, sheep and goat rearing, butchery, meat product marketing, horticulture, cassava and rice production, as well as coconut marketing.
I studied aquaculture here, quite commendable. It's part of the effort to make food production surplus. It will make so much impact on the economy, but there should be proper monitoring of the beneficiaries, so as to make sure they are really practicing what they were taught here. It is by so doing that it will reflect on the economy.
I had my seminar training, 3-day seminar training in aquaculture class. We were so trained that immediately after this exercise today, each person of us will have a complete kit to setting up our own agricultural farming project. And with that, we are going to start at it straight. There's not going to be any hide and skin about it. From the training, we are told that there are going to be Minister of Agriculture staffs to go around monitoring. Are you doing it? We are not to collect these things and sell. No, you have to collect, establish, and make sure you produce for references tomorrow. The security is that you don't have to sell these products. You don't need to sell them. You are going to. You have been empowered to go into the business straight from today.
I was so happy to be part of this program, because when I heard it, I was thinking it's just political stuff. But coming from the 3 days training and seeing this kind of event going on, I'm so happy, because I'm a farmer, I'm a youth, and I was encouraged through this platform. Because coming here, seeing few youth like me, I'm actually into snail farming, but I put in for vegetable because I want to learn. Because there's no feed, there's no platform for snail here. But I put in for vegetable, and the training I got through here, it was amazing. I'm going more deep out there to empower more youth like me, to encourage them come into agriculture, and to show them the platform. Kudos to His Excellency Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola for this platform. We really appreciate we farmers of Lagos State.
Already under training rice farming at Itoke. So I, myself and my other colleagues are already here. So last year we had a 3-day empowerment program here. And then today we are asked to come and get our voucher, with which we are going to collect all these empowerment items for further rice production. The program is a 2-year program, and it also has the backing of Fadama additional financing. So as we are having Lagos State empowerment training, we are also having Fadama training on the other hand. So the moment we are done with that, I think I was told that we are going to move to Egua in Ogun State, where each person will have a free land to cultivate land.
We have been empowered now, because I was given an harbor engine in order to go out to that. We are using a cane paddle before. We are now giving an engine, so we can move inside the river to catch fish on long way. Before we can't go, but now we can go for far way to come and catch fish.
The empowerment of this huge number of people is no doubt a great effort that is set to spur greater economic activities in the state agricultural sector, as it would no doubt lead to higher productivity throughout agricultural value chain and the shared economic growth and poverty reduction. For Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration, nothing can stand between it and its desire to ensure food security for Lagosians. The celebration of the World Food Day and the Agricultural Value Chain Empowerment Program will complement other similar programs that are being implemented to put agriculture in its rightful place. Other efforts at ensuring food security in the state includes the acquisition of farming land in other states, such as in Ogun, Osun for palm oil production, the Songhai Estate in Badagry for vegetable production. With the implementation of such programs as Agriculture Youth Empowerment Scheme, Agric Yes, establishment of farm estates across the state. Immense opportunities are therefore being made available for Lagos State farmers by Governor Babatunde Fashola's administration, not only to better their lot economically, but also to expand their businesses and ensure that there is adequate food for all.